Yo, let's talk about this England performance, because for me, especially the first half, it left me with more questions than answers, especially from a tactical perspective. I just couldn't figure out what Tuchel was trying to figure out, basically. We all saw the team sheet, two strikers, Watkins and Kane. I'm pretty sure we all thought, cool, 4-4-2. Let's see how this works. I was pleasantly surprised to see two strikers, out-and-out strikers on the team sheet. I was looking forward to seeing a 4-4-2, thinking, Tuchel is thinking ahead to the tournament, to certain scenarios where we might be chasing the game, we might be a goal down, we're chasing a goal, or it's 0-0, we're trying to break the deadlock late in the game, throw two strikers on, up front together, 4-4-2 formation, getting balls in the box, direct attacking, forward-thinking football. I'm thinking, yeah, let's see this. 5 minutes goes past. Watkins is on the right wing. I'm thinking, okay, maybe this happens sometimes, to keep their cards close to their chest, to keep the other team guessing. They'll start like that, and within 5-10 minutes, they go into their actual shape. So 5 minutes goes past. Watkins is still on the wing. Okay, 15 minutes in, Watkins is still running up and down the right wing. So now I'm saying this is wrong. This just feels all wrong to me. You've got Watkins, out-and-out established Premiership striker, running up and down on the right wing, whilst playing with his teammate, his club teammate, Morgan Rogers, who ironically had some of his best performances come from the wing. If you remember rightly, Rogers started as a cam this season, and he didn't start the season great. He started the season pretty poor. He found form when Emre pushed him out wide, put him on the wing, whether it was the left wing, the right wing. He found form on the wing. Then he took that form back into the cam position. So it was just weird to see Watkins up and down the right wing whilst Rogers is in the cam. And at times, Rogers was the furthest player forward because you had Kane dropping off, getting the ball to feet, sometimes collecting the ball from the back four. So at times, Rogers is the furthest player forward whilst Watkins is on the right wing. I'm just thinking, why don't they switch places? Surely, because we all thought this. It's not like we didn't think, Kane might be the one to drop off at times and get it short to feet. Do you know what I mean? We all thought this, 4-4-2, but, Watkins is obviously going to be on the last man. And Kane at times is going to be coming short, getting the ball to feet, providing those balls to Watkins. Watkins likes to be on the last man, running behind and whatnot. At times, Watkins will make some runs through the centre or he'll switch with Rashford. The next minute, Watkins is on the left wing. It was just weird. Very, very, very weird. To make it worse, on the right side especially, you've also got a centre-back playing at right-back, Quansah. So we know Quansah can fill in as a right-back, but obviously naturally he's a centre-back. So then you've got a centre-forward in a right-wing position and a natural centre-back in a right-back position. So that whole right side was just lacking creativity. When they was attacking on that side, it's like they didn't know where to be, where to move. There was no cohesiveness. There was no connection. So most of the threat came down the left side through Spence and Rashford. But even over there, it was a little bit, Spence is obviously going to come inside on his right foot. And at times, Rashford wasn't high and wide. He wasn't holding the width. If your fullback is going to invert and come inside on his right foot, surely the winger has to be instructed or just has to game intelligent, just has to see that and know he needs to be the outlet, the natural width, and stay high and wide. Get chalk on your boots, lad. But at times that wasn't happening. But there was more of an attacking threat down there, naturally. And that's where the goal came from. So I think despite a few moments of brilliance in the first half, didn't show us much. Watkins, ironically, missed a one-on-one. Through on goal, missed a one-on-one, ended up near the corner flag from a very good Henderson pass. Good way to pass, brilliant way to pass, right into Watkins' stride. So yeah, there was a few moments of brilliance. Rashford was threatening. He did look sharp. He looked threatening. Looked like he had a point to prove. The goal eventually came from Rashford's side. Jed Spence, beautiful ball in onto Harry Kane's head. So yeah, there was a few moments, but the overall, there wasn't no connection. It was just wrong. It was just wrong. That there was one change that needed to happen. One switch. Rogers on the right side, Watkins through the middle, and it would have made so much difference. Second half was more tactically balanced with former club mates Livramento and Gordon on the left side. And like I said before, where Livramento naturally right-footed inverts a little bit, Gordon was high and wide, providing that width. Whether you receive the ball or not, you're providing that width, the balance, the shape. You're then allowing space for the players inside, the likes of Bellingham, O'Reilly, Anderson, to do their thing unselfishly. I don't know if Rashford was coming inside selfishly, or if he's just, his game intelligence just wasn't there or isn't there to kind of understand that you've got a left back who has a right foot only. It's not like Spence can go on the outside as well. He has a right foot only. So he's always going to cut in. So you as that left winger naturally just has to provide that width. So yeah, I think we also had club mates on the right side, former club mates on the right side in James and Engamoa, young Rio, who was the man of the match for me. Remember, Rio came through the Chelsea Academy, so I'm pretty sure him and Reece James are acquainted. So yeah, he had former club mates on that side as well. And the right side looked threatening, very threatening, especially through young Rio. Always positive, always trying to beat his fullback, always trying to get the wrong side of him, trying to get bar line and get crosses in, or cut it back, lay it off to Reece James, who's going to swing it in first time. So yeah, we looked better in the second half. The midfield three dominated. Anderson, O'Reilly and Jude. They absolutely dominated the midfield. A few bits of brilliance from Jude. And yeah, Jude looked fresh. He looked fresh, you know, the injury, the time off. He definitely looked fresh. From set pieces, we were a threat as well. Dan Burn causing all types of panic in the box through set pieces. And I feel like it was just a more cohesive, satisfying performance. And it made me think, you know, Maguire in the squad, because set pieces are going to be very, very important in this heat. Set pieces are going to be the way to score a goal without exerting yourself, without using too much energy, because to find an opportunity, a lot of teams are going to do low blocks in this competition, in this tournament, because doing a high press in this heat is almost impossible. So there is going to be so much low block. So for me, it just stresses the point that leaving behind players effective on set pieces like Harry Maguire. Like Harry Maguire coming on late in the game alongside Dan Burn and being in the box for those set pieces is havoc. Also, technical players like Adam Wharton. You know, if you're going to be up against teams with low blocks, Adam Wharton, Trent, these players are the players that will just find that pass. Set pieces as well, that bit of quality, that vision. But, you know, they're left at home, so we have to wait and see how that goes. Positives, overall, the positives for me, Harry Kane finding that balance of dropping deep and also arriving in the box. Young Rio, man of the match performance, that was a positive for me. One for the future, but also one for now, possibly. Because let me just put this out there in the comments maybe. Let me know, would you, after that performance, would you be tempted to tell Noni, listen, mate, you know what, extend your holiday, yeah? Extend your holiday. I don't think you're going to be needed after that performance. Would you rather see Rio than Noni? But yeah.